Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to a new video and the next video in our DOM series under JavaScript series. So here in this video we'll be learning about the query selector. In our previous video we have discussed about get element by ID, get element by tag name and get element by class. So what is query selector? What does it do? Here you can see it selects the first matching element. Okay, first matching element. It can be anything. Okay, so this is the specialty that using query selector we can give ID. Okay, we can give tag name as well as sorry, let's not discuss about the tag name, but for now let's discuss about the ID and class. We can select both class and ID using the query selector. Okay, so as you can see here, what is the format? So let's say we have in our HTML body we have two paragraphs. Okay, and we want to select the class. Okay, select them by class name. So definitely here we will use a method called get element by class name, but for now using query selector, what you can do, you have to simply write dot to represent that this is a class name, then the class name to select all the elements related to it. Okay, so that's the thing. Let's try out it. This is something experimental. We will try with ID, we will try with tag name also. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now this was our previous videos notes, so let's comment it out for now and let's go here and paste it out. Let me format this document, and if I let's remove it, this is a paragraph which saying that this should give a paragraph like this output. So we are selecting dot description, and here first paragraph means what is the difference. Here you can notice that here we need not to give the index for now, so that is the specialty. What is it is doing that it selects the first matching element. Okay, first matching element it is selecting, so that's the thing. Now let's see, whenever we are doing that, let's go to the browser and check it out what it's printing actually. So if we refresh it, this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph, and this is a paragraph, this is printed here. Okay, so that is the thing. Let's experiment with it. Let's give a index here. Let's check it if it's working or not. If it works, then it should print the paragraph inside this, means another paragraph. Let's check it out. No, it's not printing anything. What it is telling, that cannot read property of undefined reading text content. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, we cannot use that thing. It means we cannot use that thing. Okay, instead of query selector, if we use query selector all, then what will happen? What will happen? Let's see. Let's go to our browser. Just a second. Let's check about the query selector all. Okay, we are learning it by experimenting. What it does, selects all matching elements. Okay, so that's the thing. So if it's selecting query selector all, if it's selecting all the matching elements, then it should have a indexing, right? So let's give a indexing to it. You can see here we have not used query selector, we have used query selector all. Now let's see if indexing is working. So let's write index 0. Now it should print the text content of the first paragraph. Okay, so let's go to the document. Here you can see this is paragraph, it's printing the text content of the first paragraph. Let's try it out with like second paragraph means index 1. So let's try it out. Yeah, it's working, right? It's working. So now what is the like advantage? Instead of get element by ID, get element by class name, here you can see we can do the same things which they are doing using the query selector all. Just what we have to mention, we can, like, we can remember this only thing, query selector all, and do the task of both things. Okay, for note it here that whenever we want to target a class name, we have to give dot or mention dot, then the class name here. What it's representing that we are selecting all the elements with class name description, and to represent that it's a class name, we have given dot. Now let's say if we want to select the elements with id something. Okay, although id should be unique for an element, so let's give hash. This format is mainly like the css. Okay, so now instead of class, let's give it as id. Okay, let's see if it's selecting it or not. For now, let's not give anything here. Let's go, it's showing undefined. Let's give index 0. Let's see. Yeah, it's printing that this is paragraph. Okay, now let's experiment with it. Let's change it with, let's change, at first change it with 1. As we have mentioned that select the elements with the id description, not class description, so it should not give any output on that. Yeah, it's not giving any output. Why? Because we have selected the element with id description, not with class description, right? So let's change it with the id. Although we should not do, I should not keep like same id to different elements, but let's see. Yeah, it's working for now, right? So that's the thing. That is about the query selector all. If we use query selector, then what will happen? Let's see. So, like, let's remove this query selector all from here, and we are selecting mainly query selector do what, the first element with that thing. So now also we have that hashtag description, means it's selecting a id description. Let's give a id with it. Okay, let's at first try with the class name also. So it should print what, without zero it should print this is a paragraph, that text content, right? Yeah, it's printing this is a paragraph. Now if we give id to it, same id, because both id is same, so now what it's printing, this is paragraph. But some unnecessary, like, the behavior also is not good, because we should not use same id or two different elements. So that's the thing. Okay, so you can do such experiments by altering the things, but the main thing here is query selector and query selector all is doing all the things which other uh, like methods are doing, which are select, get element by id, get element by class name, get element by tag name. So let's experiment with tag name. Let's write p. Let's see if it's, we have not described or declared what it is. So is it considering it as tag by default? Let's see. We should give a index here. No, here we should not give, because it is query selector, not query selector all. So let's see if it's giving output. Yes, this is paragraph, it's giving output. Okay, so that's the thing. Now it means it's selecting p tag, the first p tags element, right? Now if we want to give some index or use indexing, so in that case what, like, let's say we want to select all the p tags. So for now, for that, what we can do, we can simply, we have to attach all after query selector. Okay, and we are selecting all the elements. Now we should give, if it's correct, it should give result if we give a index here. Yeah, we have given, and it's giving this is paragraph, means it's selecting the first element. Okay, and now here is no role of this ids, correct? We are selecting directly the p tag. Now if we are giving 1, then also it should give another paragraph. Yeah, Another paragraph is the text content, actual content inside this second paragraph. Okay, cool. So that's all about the query selector and query selector all. Okay, let's check if anything is left about the query selector all. No, just simply the it is printing dot length, like length using the dot length method. Simply query selector and query selector all is doing all the tasks which uh, this methods can do. Get element by tag name, get element by id, get element by class name. Okay, so only query selector and query selector all can do all the things. Or if I give you more precisely, or I want to tell you more precisely, get element query selector all, only this thing can perform all the tasks which our previous things can perform. Okay, for now. Okay, now from next video we will be learning about modifying DOM elements. Okay, so that's the thing. Modifying means, as we are using dot text content, dot length, this type of things, so we'll be learning in detail about those things. Okay. Okay, so if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share with your friends, and don't forget to give any suggestion if you feel sure. So thank you for watching this video once again. Let's discuss about the next things in the next video. Thank you.